Ten Hag reacts to Leicester 0, United 1. Third win in the row. Obviously, United scoring in the first half in all of the games, apart from the game of Southampton. But the game of Liverpool, we got a lead in the first half. The game of Leicester City, we've gotten a lead in the first half. And the game of Southampton, we got a lead in the 58th minute of the game, obviously playing 30 minutes into the second half. Ten Hag has come out and really said loads of things on how he performed. Casemiro and Ronaldo starting on the bench. Anton Martial, and very many other players in the field. So guys, welcome to United Matters channel, putting up the last video of the day onto this channel, and obviously I'm bringing you the reaction of Erik ten Hag to Leicester City 0, Manchester United 1. Guys, thank you for subscribing to this channel because you're really doing a great job, and as I speak now, we are really having 230 subscribers left to hit 8,000 subscribers. I know by tomorrow morning, all afternoon, we would have hit 8,000 subscribers on this channel. What a milestone, guys. I remember I opened up this channel I was not so very busy on it, but this summer, in a space of just like 1-2 months, we've gathered close to 7,000 subscribers, guys. You're really great. Thank you for the work you're doing, and may the Almighty God reward everyone positive who is really putting a hand to this channel, and almost you guys are really the great. Now let's start with the first question. Erik ten Hag has been asked, and he said we have to be more ruthless. There is room for improvement. Obviously, to me, the only positives I've seen in this game, obviously not conceding a goal. David De Gea having a holiday, you would even give him a mattress and sleep in that goal, because he had only one shot to save, and that was a free kick of a player who goes by the name of James Maddison. But in the open play, they couldn't break the back four of United down. They only did it once towards the end of the game in those last 4 added minutes, but obviously they couldn't really concentrate and really put the ball in the back of the net. But obviously, in the midfield area, we need to link the midfield to the attack a lot to see to it that really provide lots of chances, because the only way you're going to provide your attackers with balls to create chances is by the midfield area, getting that ball through the central axis and playing it through the central midfield to find players like Sancho, Rashford, and Anthony or Elanga. So we need to do that more better. But I think the problem we're facing is Anton Martial's absentia, because he leads that. He's the gum or the glue to this system, and obviously Ten Hag knows it better. Then Erik ten Hag said we can be dangerous in the transitions moments. There are many spaces in the second half, but did not explore them that well. We should have scored a second goal. Obviously, the first goal is always important, but the second goal is always important too, because it's like you've given your opponent a very huge mountain to climb. But the moment you really go in and score one goal, you really give him a reason to really pressure you up and really score. So, but the reason is we should get the positivity out of this. And the manager is saying we can be dangerous in the transition moments. Obviously, we are. But I really believe that there is lack of connection in our front three. That's it. I really believe that when you're playing against Liverpool, when Anton Martial came in through, you saw to it that our front three was really great, because they know that we are having a reference in the names of Anton Martial. Even today when Ronaldo came in through, he tried to act as a reference in there for you, but the connection is really lacking. I really want to see that connection really getting better. Let's see when Anton Martial comes in through, Anthony Santos also starting, you get? Let's see how things are really going to work up at Manchester United. But I really believe that we need to put up a fighting spirit, and need those patterns and sequences need to be built more and more and more. Again, he said a step forward, we are happy with that, and again a good team spirit and 11 players on the pitch fighting for each other. Obviously the fighting spirit has been really immense, guys. Did you see Lisandro Martinez hugging a player who goes by the names of De Gea, Rafael Varane, and Dalot, when Dalot really slid into that heavy Barnes cross and it went from a corner to a goal kick of United? They really high-fived. So I really believe that the fighting spirit is really great in the for you. He said, Ten Hag said on 45 minutes remaining in the transfer window. Remember, he said this when the window is left with 45 minutes to close, but now it's officially closed. The building is closed for now. That's what he said. And this is a confirmation to what he said in the press conference, that United are not going to sign in any other player. He's waiting for the January winter transfer window. That's what he's waiting for. Then he said we had 11 players on the pitch who fight for each other. We've read that. Then, it's a repetition. Then he said Erik ten Hag was asked whether Anthony will play against Arsenal on Sunday. He said, we will see for Sunday. Obviously, you can't really come out and really talk about Sunday yet. You have a press conference. I think it's going to be tomorrow on Friday, isn't it? He has to do a presser on Friday, because I rarely see managers do a presser on Sunday, but I really believe that tomorrow is going to do a presser. The same applies to Mikel Arteta. He's going to do a presser for Arsenal as far as the game of Arsenal and Manchester United is concerned. Then, Ten Hag on Casemiro, he said Casemiro has to get used to the different league. He has achieved everything possible, and now has to adapt to his new teammates. But I really have a question on Erik ten Hag on this. Why is it that all the players he signs that he knows get 90 minutes and really start up to play? Lisandro Martinez, you get, when did he get used to these players? You get, he only played one game in the preseason against Roy Volcano, and he played some 2 games. And then he put him directly to that team. You get, he has been playing 90 minutes ever since he came in through, apart from that game of Brentford when he took him off the pitch. You get? So, look at Malacia. Look at Eriksson. So, Eriksson, for him, is in the Premier League. We can give an excuse to him, but trust me, Anthony is going to come in through, and trust me, Anthony will play fast 90 minutes than Casemiro. You get? I don't know the reason as to why, but I really believe that he has to play more minutes than Casemiro. But recently, Ten Hag has been telling us that he has not yet played 90 minutes ever since this season started, yet he played them in the preseason. Obviously, I saw him play them in America. You get? So I think every time I'll come in to give a different excuse, because he really believes that I wanted De Jong, but you gave me Casemiro. I think he's trying to show the board that obviously you've brought in Casemiro, but he's not what I wanted. I wanted Frankie De Jong. So maybe he's having those thoughts running in his head. But let's wait and see what he's going to say against Arsenal. But obviously, you can't tell him that Casemiro can't really play in the Premier League. He has played against Premier League teams before. When he was playing in the Real Madrid team, he has played Man City, he has played Liverpool, he has played Chelsea. Which other team has he played? He has played Manchester United, he has played Arsenal, he has played very many teams. Tottenham Hotspur, he has played them. You get? And then Ten Hag said, I'm really happy for Jadon Sancho. He scored many in preseason and put a lot of investment in. Now he's getting his rewards. Obviously, to me, Sancho scoring is really great. I like the composure. And by the way, I think he's one of the most clinical people at Manchester United. It's very hard for him to miss a one-on-one against a goalkeeper. I saw him. He sits down goalkeepers easily and puts that ball in the back of the net. If I don't remember that goal he scored against Liverpool, that way he sat down Alisson, Milner, and Virgil van Dijk in just one touch that he really did. Obviously, he sent them on the wrong foot. He just jinxed his foot in the for you. Jinking, I mean. He jinked his foot. And obviously, they all went down. And he had space and placed that ball into the back of the net. Scoring 2 goals in this season. I think he's the only United player that has 2 goals, because the first goal he scored was against Liverpool. That was Sancho. The first one was against Brighton. It was an own goal given to no United player. He scored against Liverpool. He has scored against Leicester City. Bruno has 1 and Rashford has 1. So the team has scored 4 goals. And Sancho has 2. So Sancho might be headed into a very beautiful season, guys. And when Anthony comes in through, Martial comes in through, and Casemiro sits in that midfield area, I really believe that we are going to threaten these teams a lot, according to me, in here onto the channel, which goes by names of United Matters channel. We are really going through what Ten Hag really said after the game of football. Then Ten Hag on Anthony, of course, I'm really excited. A really good signing. He will bring temperament, creativity, fighting spirit, and we need quality in numbers in the offensive department. So when he talks about excitement, creativity, fighting spirit, yeah, because in the game of today, if Anthony was in this game, trust me, Leicester would have felt it, because there is the way he really cuts inside, and he doesn't really go wide most of the times. At the centre half, he cuts inside, narrows down the pitch to create space in the wide area for a player who goes by the names of Dalot to get in. And you've seen the perfect crosses that Dalot brings in. I saw one against Southampton that led to Bruno scoring that goal that we used to win against Southampton. And today, I saw another one that Ronaldo went for the overhead kick. And obviously, if it went in, it would have been one of the best goals I've seen Ronaldo score in there. For it to me, would have been even better than that volley he took against Juventus. This one was great. So I think if at all Anthony really gets a good connection with Dalot, I think we'll be getting more creativity off that Dalot side in here onto United Matters channel. But obviously, Anthony, everyone is excited about Anthony, and we can't wait to see him coming in through and play minutes. Obviously, he has been registered. That's the good news, and expect him to start or to be on the bench against Arsenal. Then, Erik ten Hag on facing Arsenal on Sunday, he said, that is the real test for us. We are looking forward to it. We have to be good. We know that it is a good test to see where we are. Obviously, it's a good test, and it's a big test to United and Arsenal. But for us, we're not like Arsenal. Arsenal, for the entire 5 games they played, they've not yet faced any of the big teams in the top 6. United has already faced a team which goes by the names of Liverpool, and they suffered at Old Trafford, and we beat them by 2-1. You see, the positivity I see in all this is that we take long to concede goals, guys. Have you noted that? We don't concede goals, but Arsenal concedes goals. You know that very well. Arsenal has always conceded goals. You know that. In the game of Leicester, they conceded 2. In the game of Fulham, they conceded 1. In the game of Fulham, they conceded 1. In the game of which other game they played? Arsenal at Emirates. In the game of Aston Villa, they conceded 1. But they've played 2 games away against Crystal Palace and Bournemouth, and they haven't conceded any goals. So away they don't concede. At home they concede. So let's wait and see when they come into Old Trafford. But I think Arsenal last won against us at Old Trafford, I don't even remember very well. Then Ten Hag asked about the fitness on Casemiro. He said, once Casemiro and Ronaldo get fitter and fitter, we need not only a team but a squad. So he was responding to a question that, why don't you start them? He was like telling them or giving them a reply to their question that when they get fitter, I'll start them, but we don't only need a squad but a team, and he's looking at how he can really get them in. He feels like he has to reserve energy for these players like Ronaldo because he's 37 and he's making 38, and obviously Casemiro has just come into the Premier League. Something I don't believe in, to start Casemiro ahead of Scott McTominay. I don't believe in that. Then Ten Hag said, I'm happy with the clean sheet. The starting 11 on the pitch defended and attacked together. You can see what we can achieve. Obviously, each and every time you have a team that is disjointed, you can't win. You can't win. But this team that you are having is really a joint. It's really a joint and doing very, very well. So I really believe that we are in here and doing the best for Erik ten Hag. The players are really putting in the shift and winning as a team. And obviously they are defending as a team. They are putting their bodies on the line. That's it. And I think the mixture of the players has really brought in has really made a very big change in the team of Manchester United. And obviously, let's wait and see what is going to happen in the remaining games that we are going to play this month. Ten Hag said, we are raising a team. They are sticking together. They fight for each other, cooperate. Now we have to set up further. Obviously, Laurie Whitwell, United correspondent for the Athletic, is really telling us this. So, good, because in those games that he played at the end of the last season, you rarely saw United play as a team. You get? We had only individual performances, but right now you see a team tracking back and really attacking together. I think some patterns and sequences are developing, but I think more connections need to be built. I see that one-touch football coming in through. Players do all passing. You get, they're really great double passing. So a double passes are really starting up to develop. So those patterns won't come out imminently, but with time, you're going to see those patterns develop more and more and more. I see United doing one pass, Malacia, Casemiro, Rafael Varane, Lisandro Martinez. You see, the confidence is really building up into this team of United, and I really believe that we are going to do far much better. And I think Scott McTominay is the one who breaks the sequence, isn't it? Because it's rare to see Scott McTominay doing one-touch football. It's rare, guys. But that list has played very well. Yeah, has played very well, but obviously not as Casemiro. I really believe he can't really lead like Casemiro. Then, Ten Hag on Ronaldo being on the bench, he said, it's really early in the season. We have a squad more than a starting 11. When you look at Ronaldo not starting, there are very many games, guys. Do you think Ronaldo can start on the weekend and play in the midweek? I don't believe he can do that. You get? You'll overstrain him. I think to me it's better we reserve Ronaldo for the Premier League games or the way forward. But it depends where the manager really believes that he's going to get fitness from. And we believe that Ronaldo might start starting games next Thursday when you're playing against Real Sociedad. I think that's when he's going to start. But against Arsenal, I don't see him starting. I don't see him starting, guys. I don't see him starting again. Then, Laurie Whitwell again, quoting Ten Hag again, telling us that quality, solid performance, we defend well with the 11, the free kick, the moment at the end we have to avoid, but we should have been too up. There was so much space on the pitch. Obviously, there was so much space on the pitch, but people like Rashford, that we know a lot of really running into those spaces and really taking off people, can't do it. Now, do you expect Rashford to fail to do that in an open game like that of Leicester and then to go on and really play it against Arsenal, a team that is really going to operate in tight spaces? You get? This is this is where the signing of Antony really helps us a lot. Antony can really exploit those spaces, whether in tight or wide spaces, will help us. And today, if Antony played, oh my God, you would have seen these people being danced left, right, and center by the Brazilian Samba boy who goes by the names of Antony in here onto this channel. Now, Ten Hag said the defensive skill is the base for winning games. It makes you hard to beat. We have to stick to that. I know we can do better. We are already better than at Southampton. I'm sure we will improve on that fact. Pressing also needs room for improvement. Obviously, our press is really lacking because Rashford can't lead the press, you get, but Martial really leads the press very well. So let's wait and see what's going to happen at Manchester United with the press. But obviously, him saying that the defensive skill is the best of winning games. Obviously, Ferguson faced it in this way, that goals win matches and clean sheets win trophies. In the match reaction I was doing, I told the people that we are watching live, close to 200 people watching live, I told them that when you look at Manchester United, there is nothing that you won't achieve if at all you can keep a clean sheet. The fact is, us having Antony, Ronaldo, Anton Martial, Rashford, and Sancho, Bruno Fernandes, you're assured of goals. You are assured of goals to come through on your side. But obviously, how are you going to behave when you're attacked? If you make it hard for your opponents to score, that means you just need like 2 chances. You score your goals and then you start passing and maintain the ball. That's it. You get? That's what Man City does. Because Pep Guardiola believes that the best way to defend is to have that ball. Now, I'm just excited and wondering how is United going to be looking like when they really master that Ten Hag ball. That possession-based football. Because right now, we are not conceding goals and we are not playing it. What if we start playing like that with a solid defense and we are having close to 70 or 80% possession of the game? Guys, are you seeing where we are going? We are going in paradise, guys, and you're going to be here doing the needful and really very much happy to do this. Then Ten Hag on Anton Martial said we'll see with Anton Martial after training whether he's ready for Sunday. When there is good opportunity, we have to strike, but I think the building is closed for now. So Anton Martial is training with the team, but the manager is really trying to see whether he's really going to be back fit. And I think they're training tomorrow evening, and on Saturday they'll do some training sessions either for you. And obviously, what happens? Players that have not played today will train in the morning, you get, and in the evening. Those that have played today will train in the evening. That's it. So that's how it happens. and how that's how Eric Ten Hag does it at Manchester United. So Anthony Martial is expected to return against Arsenal. Let's wait and see. Then on Sancho, he said he had quite a good preseason. He understands he has to invest physically. That's what he did. This is just the start for him. With his potential, there is much more room for improvement. He can be even more important. That's it. These are just cameos that are really giving Sancho some good confidence to really go ahead and thrive in other games. But that goal he scored against Liverpool, I think it gave him a lot of confidence. But what is affecting the game of Sancho, maybe and even Rashford, we are not getting possession. We are not really getting the balls to them in the right areas. I really believe that Sancho is really a very good player, but you just need to really get him on the ball a lot. But I never saw him being gotten on the ball a lot. Every time they got him on the ball in the half of the opponent, he really looked dangerous and deadly. So that is what we need to improve more onto Jadon Sancho in here onto United Matters channel. That's what Eric Ten Hag came in through and told us about. United 1, Leicester City 0. Thank you guys for watching in. Rokan David is my name. And obviously, thank you for keeping it United Matters channel, and subscribe to this channel, guys, because that's the only way you're really going to get the best out of this channel. And obviously, we sign out for now. See you later. Your reactions are welcome on what Ten Hag has said in the comment section below. I sign out. May the Almighty God protect you abundantly. Good night. Bye-bye.